It's time to roll. On down in my bowl. It's time to roll. It's time to read. Oh, it's time to read. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm ready to roll through the sea of pages. Oh, I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll. Shalom, everybody. What's up? Welcome back to the next episode. Oh, man. Give me a second. Big Petey, what's the deal, big baby? On live, about to read. What's up? I'll hit you back after I'm done if it's isn't. All right, for sure. Bye, brother. Anyway, let's get to it. Ooh, I gotta call my brother back. But I'm gonna read first. I'm gonna read. Episode 10. Episode 10. We are moving along, man. We are moving along. I'm trying to hurry up and maneuver my way through these sealed pages. I'm trying to roll, and get it done. Let's go. Man. We stopped last time on what is love to a man. What is love to a man? Or at least that's what I think it's supposed to say. I think that's what it's supposed to say. What is love to a man? But that's not what it says. See, what is love is to a man. I think it's a misprint. But we're going to keep pushing on through that, though. We're going to roll on through and see what Mr. Khaled Izaac has to say based upon the philosophy of Black Phillip by the book, within the book of Patrice O'Neal. So, man, hey, 25 things. Get your ass up and let's do something, man. Let's get something moving. Let's get moving, man. Just don't be lazy all your life. Don't be lazy. Get up. Get on up. Gotta get on up. Let's get up. Let's do something. Let's make some shit happen. I'm about that, like, about making something happen. I'm gonna keep doing some pushes. I'm gonna do some more pushes, man, because I want to feel it where I feel it at. I'm trying to work my chest. So, while y'all sitting on your ass, I'm gonna give 25. I asked you to give 25. Come on, get off your ass, do something. Do some jumping jacks or something. Work that stomach. Work that fupa. Work that part right now. That part that be rubbing together. Work that underneath that jiggly puff. Work it. Let's get it going. Work them things. And then we go read. Oh, 25. Shit, 25. Come on, 25 things. Shit, work it. Shalom. Work that thigh meat. Work it out. 25. 1. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Get your ass up. 12, come on. 13, 14, 15, 16. Work that underarm meat. 17, 18, 19. Work your saggy titties. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Work your big back. Work something. Work anything. Work something. Should do something. Well, I could do 100. I've done 100 on here. But I'm not doing that. I only ask for 25. And that's all in the program. 25. That's what I ask of you. 25. Work your body. Work your mind. Work your body, work your mind, and work our body again. And 100 just in a row. I'll do 100 in a row. But I'll do mine by 25. Well, I'm going to give you 25 more. Come on. But 25 the way I want to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But you get off your ass. 12, 13, 14, 15. Come on. Join in. Do something. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. One to grow. One to grow. All right. Now we done with that. Work your body, work your mind, work your body again. So we did the body part, man. That is the first one. All I ask is 25 things, man. You can do 25 things. Do 25 somethings. Do 25 somethings, man. Let's build better habits. Build better habits. So now we're going to work our mind. Let's work our mind and get into part 10. Part 10 of the book of Patrice O'Neal. Based on the philosophy of Black Phillips by Khaled Izaac. We are on part 10 of the book. We are over halfway. We are definitely over halfway done with the book, man. So we're going to keep pushing. Let's roll. Let's roll our way through the sea of pages that Mr. Khaled Izaac has laid before us and see what treasures we can find. What can we learn and grow from? All right. The book of Patrice O'Neal, based on the philosophy of Black Phillips, part 10, What is Love to a Man by Khaled Izaac. Love to a man is about caring, providing, and protecting, making sure she's okay, even at the cost of our own life, even at the cost of your own needs. Patrice O'Neal. For men, love is fundamentally about acceptance and sacrifice. When a man chooses a woman, he's deciding that out of all the women in his life, this is the one he'll make sure is taken care of. If she's hungry, he'll feed her. If she's cold, he'll keep her warm. The more a man cares for a woman, the more he loves her. This is how love manifests for men, through action and responsibility. Men are driven by the same emotional sensitivities as women, and we don't get giddy over receiving flowers or cute little love notes. Those gestures that make women feel warm and fuzzy don't hit us the same way. A man's love is more about being the provider and ensuring that his woman is secure and comfortable. This is why a man can love a woman in a way that makes her feel safe, similar to how her father loves his child. But a woman cannot love a man the way a mother loves her son. A mother's love is sacrificial, unconditional. Women, however, seek strength and protection from a man, the idealized father figure who makes her feel secure. A woman's love is conditional, tied to how a man makes her feel. If you're strong and fulfilling her needs, she'll love you. If you show weakness or fail to meet her expectations, her love will wane. Women don't love men the way men love them. They hold men to higher standards while often performing at a lower level. And men can tolerate incompetence and weakness in women, but the reverse is rarely true. Women may ask you to see your vulnerability to feel connected, but don't be fooled by this. Don't you fall for it. If you fall in love to the point where you lose yourself, where you allow your identity to erode, she will no longer find you attractive. And to keep a woman's respect and love, you must remain the strong, dominant figure she was initially drawn to. Your masculinity and strength are what captivate her. And if that disappears, so will her affection. And in the end, women are attracted to your dominance, not just as a person. If you become too vulnerable, allowing love to weaken you, it's a game over. And women desire connection with your vulnerability. But they simultaneously despise it when it becomes too prominent and translate into weakness. Men know what love is. Men know what love is. Men love women, but I truly believe that women are incapable of what we men call love. How many women are willing to die for their country or comrades in arms? Damn few, if any. Patrice O'Neal. Men understand love on a deeper level because it comes from giving, not taking. A man's love is sacrificial. He gives without expecting anything in return. Think about it. Men commit their entire lives to women they don't necessarily need, who sometimes frustrate them with their emotions and demands, but they stay because of love. It's not logical, yet men do it, making them the true romantics. Men are willing to put up with the challenges of the relationship because they crave more than just sex. They seek feminine warmth and companionship, and this drives them to give endlessly. While women appear to be romantic on the surface, men's actions, sacrificing their time, energy, and resources, speak louder. In reality, men love more deeply. A woman's love is often more self-interested. It's why women are more eager to marry. They know that they stand to gain more from the man's commitment. And women love based on value and what a man can provide, while men love without such calculations. The weaker a person is, the more selfish their love becomes. And this is why many women come with unrealistic expectations, driven by their own desires rather than what they truly offer in return. The only time a woman comes close to loving like a man is in motherhood. When a mother loves her child, she sacrifices selflessly, much like how a man loves. But when it comes to a romantic partner, women don't love men the way men love them. A mother loves her son for who he is, while a woman loves a man for what he does for her. Don't confuse the two. Men's love is sacrificial, selfless, and rooted in actions, while women's love, though valuable, often centers on what they gain from the relationship. When a man says he is in love, a woman's mind is less rational than a man's, but a man's love is less rational than a woman's. Patrice O'Neal. When a man says he's in love, it's like he's sinking into quicksand. He's operating at his least rational level. Being in love blinds a man to reality and causes him to ignore red flags, all because he doesn't want to be alone. He convinces himself that this is the best woman he'll ever get, leading him to tolerate bad behavior that he normally wouldn't. And this state of mind weakens a man, makes him lose his edge. A man in love can no longer maintain control in the relationship because he's too focused on pleasing her. His priorities shift and he becomes vulnerable. Guys who fall in love quickly and make grand declarations are often driven by insecurities. They're desperate, not because they truly value a woman, but because they're struggling to get with others. They think that by showing excessive devotion, that they can secure her love, and in reality, this approach lowers their value. Even if you feel strongly for a woman, never confess you love your love too soon. A woman, like a cat, will lose interest if she feels she has you fully. Keep her guessing and maintaining your power in the relationship. The moment she feels like she owns you, she'll stop chasing you. The struggle of a man in love. Men aren't allowed to fall in love the way that women are. Patrice O'Neal. For men, love isn't a luxury we can fully indulge in the way women do. We can't just love a woman without consequences. If we let love overwhelm us and allow it to weaken our masculinity, we become less attractive in her eyes. A man who is too emotionally invested will eventually lose his edge and with it her respect. Now, when a woman falls in love, she can afford to surrender to those emotions without jeopardizing the relationship. Her vulnerability, if anything, strengthens the bond. But when a man falls in love and lets it consume him, it erodes his dominance and self-control qualities women are instinctively drawn to. In love, a woman can lose a part of herself and the relationship will remain intact. But if a man does the same, he risks losing the woman. For men, being in love should never mean losing control. Keep your strength, maintain your purpose, and always remember that indulgence in emotions is a path that weakens a man in the eyes of the women he loves, or the woman he loves, excuse me. Or women. The thing is, when women find a man, they often feel a sense of relief, like a weight has been lifted because he's there to provide, protect, and help solve problems. Fix it for me. But when men fall in love, they take on an added responsibility, and suddenly there's another person to care for, provide for, think about, and protect. It doesn't sound easy or fun, yet they do it anyway because they love you. Lesson 17, when love becomes defeatist. Patrice, hey, Mike, go ahead. Mike, I dated this girl for 5 years, and we finally got married. Things were getting pretty well, but then I had a really bad car accident that messed me up. I was out for almost 2 months, and after that, things got weird. I went back to work, working 6 days a week at the post office through Christmas. I probably didn't see her for 2 weeks in December. Now she's telling me she wants a divorce. She says she's done. She's tired of my ass. I'm like, what the hell happened? But now, even though we separated and I got my own place, she calling me, wondering what I'm doing. What should I do? Patrice. All right, Mike. Let's be real here. First off, somebody probably knocked her up. Tell him, Patrice. Somebody got to her. She's infected. All right, Mike. Let's be real here. First off, somebody probably knocked off. You sound like a good dude who is there for her and thought that was enough. But here's the kicker. All that good guy stuff we men do, thinking is going to make the relationship stronger, sometimes it's the exact thing that ruins it. What you're dealing with is her using you as an emotional crutch. While she's out there doing whatever she wants, maybe even with other dudes, you're the guy she comes back to when she needs to feel good about herself. You're her comfort zone, and it makes her think you're weak. That's why she feels okay messing around and still coming back to you for a massage or some emotional support. But Mike, ask yourself, is your happiness important to you? Mike, yeah. Patrice, then you have to furiously pursue your own happiness, my man. You can't be the guy who's sitting around waiting for her to figure out her mess. So what's your next move, Mike? I don't know. I love her. Dumbass. Patrice, see that? Do you hear yourself? You see what love does to a man? It's defeatist. That I love her is coming from a place of pain, not joy. Love can blind you to the fact that you are not happy. You stuttered when you said you love her. Mike, but when I asked you about your favorite TV shows, you lit up. What's your favorite TV show and food again? Mike, oh, CSI and pretty much anything you put in front of me. Patrice, CSI, you said that quick and with excitement. But when I asked about her, you hesitate. That's what love is doing to you right now, making you second guess yourself, lose your confidence. You are about to you've got to put yourself first, Mike, and get back to the things that bring you happiness. This conversation perfectly illustrates the struggle men face when they let love take over their rational thinking. Patrice always emphasizes that men need to protect their happiness because once you lose it, you lose yourself. Love should never be the reason you lose your senses of control or your peace of mind. Don't let a woman abuse your love. Don't let a woman abuse your love. Men don't let women abuse the fact that you are a good man. Patrice O'Neal. Being good to a woman should be something you do for yourself as a man, not because she expects it or uses it against you. It's about being decent, about saying, this is who I am and this is how I choose to treat people. But remember, Women can be like cheerleaders, motivating and pushing you to do better, but they are not the driving force behind your purpose. They're there for support, not to lead. This is not a misogynistic take on women. Evolutionary biology agrees more with us on this. And lesson 18, the trap of emotional manipulation. The trap of emotional manipulation. Imagine you separated from your girlfriend, and during that time, she gets caught up in the party scene. After some time, she comes back saying she's better now and wants to work things out. But here's the kicker. She still wants to see other guys and doesn't want to be exclusive. What do you do? In this situation, she's using your love as a safety net, knowing you're stable and will always be there for her. She's playing with your emotions, keeping you around for comfort while exploring other options. And that's her abusing your love. Lesson 19, don't be her plan B. Patrice, Bob, what's going on? Bob, I was dating this girl for 2 years and she left me for another guy. Now she's talking to me again, saying she misses me, but also has feelings for him. She says she's starting to love him, but still cares about me. Patrice, Bob, you're her plan B. She's keeping you around in case the other guy doesn't work out. She knows you're a fallback, her safety net. While she's testing out this guy who taps into her wild side, she's keeping you on the side for stability. You're her breaking the glass in case of emergency option. And here's the truth. Bob, she likes him because of his dick. My bad, I read it wrong. She likes him because he's a dick. Either way was funny. That's why you need to learn to be more of a dick yourself. Bob. But whatever she hears, I'm out with other women. She gets jealous and says, I thought you loved me. Yeah, nah, bitch. I don't love you. Tell her, Bob. Patrice. That's a classic pimp move. That's a classic pimp move, Bob. She's using your love to control you while still being with someone else. She's playing you to keep her confidence up with the other guy. You're her emotional cushion, her little comfort zone. She's using you, man. You need to stop letting her play you like that. The lesson in both cases, these women are abusing the love you have for them. They know that no matter what they do, you'll always be there to take them back. You become their emotional blanket, the thing that makes them feel safe while they live their messy lives. All right. But you can't allow that. Don't be Forrest Gump falling for someone who doesn't ever even care about herself. Jenny, don't be chasing after Jenny. Jenny. There are people you can't save. Come on, Project Pat. And if you keep trying, you'll wreck yourself in the process. I wonder if Project Pat listened to Patrice O'Neal. I wonder if that's where you got that song from. Your time, energy, and emotional well-being are valuable. Don't waste them on someone who doesn't value you back. Let her go. Find someone who genuinely cares and never let a woman abuse your love. As Patrice would say, don't be a Captain Save-A-Hoe. You're worth more than that. Attention is life for women. Attention is life for women. Your attention is your currency. If you give it away for free, you make yourself worthless. Patrice O'Neal. Men often underestimate the true value of their attention. If more men realized how powerful their attention was, the endless stream of OnlyFans and Instagram models and thirst traps would vanish. Women use their sexuality to lure attention, but if you don't engage with it, they lose their power. A woman's primary currency is sex. A man's is attention. So, if you're not trying to sleep with her, what does she have over you? The key is to treat your attention the way a woman treats her body. Don't give it away for free. OnlyFans that attention. Women receive attention all day long. So being the guy who doesn't like her latest selfie or who doesn't gush over her in DMs will make you stand out. Your attention has value, so don't waste it. This constant flow of male attention gives women a sense of security about their sexual market value. But remember, most of these guys are thirsty, and the more attention she gets, the more selective she becomes, always seeking the next better guy. That's hypergamy in action. And women are wired to evaluate male attention and seek the highest status man available. Even when they aren't consciously doing it, they're always aware of their options. However, don't get bitter about this. Understand it. Women will always look for the best option because their sexual market value diminishes over time, and they have to secure their future. You can't change this, but you can choose to either complain about it or use it to your advantage. And men who are successful with women don't hate this dynamic. They accept it and navigate it smartly. Here's the catch. Don't improve yourself just to attract women. That's a trap. Level up for you, for your own happiness, success, and peace of mind. And if you make women the end goal, you'll end up depending on them for validation. And as Patrice always said, your happiness is your responsibility. Focus on building your life you want. And if the right woman comes along, she'll be an addition, not the center. Men are not interested in a woman's personality at first. Your body, baby. Even with your body, for me, it's going to be how I see you. When I first see you, I'm going to judge you. I'm going to judge you based off of the presentation. And for me, I might already cut you off or relegate you to only one thought, one area. That's all you'll be good for. And then you probably don't even want that because I don't know what else come with that. Man, it's hard out here. It's hard out here. Men are not interested in a woman's personality at first. Men are not initially drawn to a woman's personality. They're attracted to her visually and sexually. Patrice O'Deal. As Patrice puts it, when I step up to you, it's like I'm on American Idol, bringing my A game. I'm charming, smooth, and you're like Simon Cowell, deciding if I'm worth it. But let's be real. I'm not interested in your personality at first. I'm just trying to fuck you. The rest, that comes later. Most attractive women don't work on their personalities because they don't have to. Society reminds or rewards them simply for being pretty. And if men could get attention just by walking into the room, we wouldn't focus on self-improvement either. And why bother when looks alone open so many doors? But when their looks start to fade, usually in their late 20s to mid 30s, that's when many women begin developing their personality. By then, though it might be too late, men realize there's not much substance beyond the surface. The truth is, women enjoy male company more than men enjoy female company. Why? Because men in general are more interesting, less dramatic, and easier to be around. No man falls for a woman because of her personality right away. Let's be honest. We don't care about that at first. We're wired to pursue sex first, and then the other stuff follows. That's why it's up to men to bring excitement into women's lives. Without us, they're left taking selfies, binge watching Netflix, and feeling bad about not being thinner. Women focus on their looks because they know men are primarily attracted to physical beauty. But what they don't realize is men won't commit long term to women with zero personality. They might get used for sex, but without more substance, they'll be discarded just as fast. Lesson 20. The illusion of implied love versus implied sex. Patrice, Dan, let me ask you something. Would you date an ugly woman just because she's funny and smart? Dan, no, I wouldn't. Patrice, all right. Dan, funny and smart has got nothing to do with it. Funny and smart men, I can go have a beer with. Patrice, exactly. A woman being funny or smart isn't what makes you approach her. You don't date for personality right off the bat. Sometimes you don't even date them at all. Damn right. Woman one. Why wouldn't you date an ugly woman? Because she's ugly. You don't want to be seen with an ugly woman. She's ugly. You got to find something that look good about them. Patrice, because they're easy to get some pussy from. Woman one. Well, Dan said he wouldn't date them. Patrice. Well, sometimes you don't date them, but you could sell them a dream. Woman one. What do you mean by sell them a dream? Patrice. The dream is that you might date them the same way women sell men the vague promise of sex. It's a trade-off. We offer implied love and you offered implied sex. But make no mistake, men always get the sex before women get the love. Men and women engage in a subtle trade-off when it comes to dating. Men offer implied love and women offer implied sex. Men approach women driven by physical attraction and the hope of fucking them. Women, on the other hand, expect men to prove their worth, using the possibility of sex as leverage. This dynamic creates a relationship of vague promises, and men aim to get sex before women receive love. And both sides play the game without fully committing to what's implied. In the early stages, relationships are often built on promises that are never explicitly stated. Women imply that love might be on the table if a man meets her expectations, and men imply that love is possible, but they prioritize sex. And the sooner men understand this game, the better they can navigate it without losing their sense of self-worth. As Patrice often emphasized, relationships are built on a careful dance of mutual desires. But men must avoid falling into the trap of giving too much, and especially emotionally, before their needs are met. Women don't have options, yet they think they do. Women like bragging about their options, like, congrats, you have a bunch, or men that want to fuck you, none in your face, and never talk to you again. Patrice O'Neal. Congratulations. You a hoe. Women often believe they have endless options, but the truth is most of their options are just men who want one thing, sex. As men rise in status, wealth, intelligence, and age, their dating pool expands. For women, it's the opposite. The more successful a woman becomes, the fewer men she finds appealing. This isn't societal oppression. It's human nature at work. Women naturally want to date men who are better than they are, and men want to feel like they are leading the relationship. So, as women rise, their dating options shrink. If a woman were able to set aside her ego and date a man of lower status, she could be happy. But more often than not, she'll find it difficult to respect such a man. And over time, she'll grow resentful of him. Women despise settling, and when they do, they often blame the man for not being good enough instead of questioning their own choices. This is just part of our biological programming, and instead of being angry or trying to change it, it's better to work with this knowledge. When a man is highly successful, he can date women from all levels of life. But a successful woman has far fewer options because she can only date men who are at or above her level. The higher she climbs, the fewer men she finds who meet her standards. In reality, it's men who have the true options. There are 4 or 5 women for every man, and factor in men who are dead, incarcerated, uninterested in women, or unavailable for other reasons, and the ratio shifts even more in favor of men. That means that every woman is competing not just for a man, but for a high quality man. If the situation were reversed and there were more men than women, society would descend into chaos. Men would be fighting each other or other for female attention, leading to societal breakdown. Look at countries like India and China, where gender imbalances have already caused significant social issues. Women think they have endless options, but the reality is most of these options are not viable for long-term relationships. When successful women struggle to find men, it's often because their standards have pushed away the very men they claim to seek. Men don't want to be overshadowed or disrespected in a relationship, and a woman's success can sometimes create an imbalance that undermines the relationship's foundation. Ultimately, high value men won't settle for women who doesn't respect them. And as women rise in their careers and personal success, they inevitably narrow the pool of men who they deem acceptable. It's not a matter of luck that less educated women often marry sooner. It's a matter of priorities. And these women focus on qualities that foster long term relationships rather than degrees or professional success. Women should reconsider how empowerment, feminism, and modern ideals impact their dating lives. While these movements bring undeniable benefits, they can also create challenges that work against a woman's own nature and desires. Nature is ruthless, and understanding these dynamics can help women navigate relationships more wisely. Women don't choose a guy, yet they think they do. A woman doesn't choose a guy. We set up all the conditions that make you choose us. Patrice O'Neal. Women love the illusion of control when it comes to choosing a man. But the truth is, men are the ones setting the stage. Men create the conditions that make women feel like they're making a choice. But in reality, it's men who guide the whole process. Women are like lottery players, waiting for the jackpot, while men are out hustling, playing the numbers, and seeing who bites. Men approach, initiate, and lead while women simply react. Patrice always emphasized that women don't want to lead, they want to be led. If a man gives a woman too much power, she loses respect for him. And women might think they're selecting the guy, but it's the men who have already set up the situation to make it seem that way. When a man approaches a woman with confidence, he's already chosen her. The key is not being needy or desperate, and that confidence is what keeps men in control of the interaction. The moment you start being passive or allowing her to call the shots, the balance of power shifts and things start to unravel. Women may want to feel special, but when they sense that a man has already decided his path and isn't waiting for their approval, they are naturally drawn to him. This is how men keep the upper hand, by being intentional and decisive. In the end, women think they're choosing, but they're really responding to the conditions men set. Men who understand this dynamic don't waste time waiting to be picked. They lead, set the terms, and let women react. It's about knowing your worth, being confident, and recognizing that you, as a man, are always in control of the interaction, even when it seems like she's steering the ship. No woman is special. No woman is special. Don't pedestalize her. She's not some magical unicorn. She's just a woman, and there are plenty of them. Patrice O'Neal. In a world where men constantly shower women with attention just for being women, it's no wonder so many develop inflated egos, believing they're somehow exceptional. But the truth is, they're not. When you're telling a woman she's special, you're not just lying to her, you're lying to yourself. She's not unique, and she's definitely replaceable. This isn't about disrespect. This isn't about disrespect. It's about reality. There are countless women out there, and the idea that one stands above all the rest is simply not true for the majority. Most women don't bring much more than sex to the table, and they know it. That's why they leverage it as their greatest asset. But as a man, you need to recognize that if that's all she's offering, she's not special. If you're lucky enough to find one with genuine substance, good values, emotional stability, and a personality worth engaging with, then you've got something rare. That's a difference between a woman a woman you tolerate and one worth your time. Women like to call themselves queens, but let's be real. That title is earned, not assumed. Man. Women like to call themselves queens, but let's be real. That title is earned, not assumed. A real queen isn't out here displaying her body for attention or jumping from one guy to the next every weekend. A real queen has class, true femininity, and self-respect. She's not trying to prove her worth with her body because she knows her value lies in her character. So stop treating every woman like she's the best thing that ever happened to you. Understand that most aren't worth the pedestal you put them on. And when you start recognizing your own value and stop giving away your power, that's when the real queens will show up. And until then, knowing that no woman is inherently special, they're only as valuable as what they bring beyond just sex. One more section. We're going to finish this last section. Ladies, be better with your pussy. Ladies, be better with your pussy. Men will stay with a woman for her personality and looks. If her personality is dirt, then he'll leave her. He might fuck her first if she's good looking, but he won't stay with her. Patrice O'Neal. Let's be real, ladies. Stop saying all he wanted was sex, when the truth is, you've got nothing else to offer. No hobbies, no talents, no funny stories or wisdom, no interest beyond how you look or who's on your TikTok, Instagram feed. If your conversation revolves around your exes, random crushes, and the latest celebrity drama, what else do you expect a man to want from you besides sex? You're just a pretty shell. Why are you surprised? I'm slipping. Ugh. Ugh. Why are you surprised? I don't want to hear about no damn TikTok and Instagram. Here's the hard truth. Every woman has a vagina, but not every woman has value beyond that. If all a man wants from you is sex, it's because you haven't shown him anything else worth sticking around for. Men value women who bring more to the table than just their bodies. If you're interested, supportive, or have depth, he'd want you for that too. But if you're leaning solely on your looks, don't be shocked when that's all he values for you, when that's all you're valued for. Most women don't try to stand out beyond their appearance. They rely on their looks and think it'll be enough. But looks fade. If all you've got is your beauty, you're like a rich guy flaunting his money and wondering why all he attracts are gold diggers. Because that's what you wanted to attract, my boy. Wondering why all he attracts is gold diggers. It's the same thing. If you don't put in the work to cultivate a real personality, to be supportive, intelligent, or a good person, then don't expect a man to see you as anything more than temporary fun. Develop yourself. Women who put effort into growing beyond just being beautiful get attention from men not because of their looks, but because they're genuinely good company. That's what makes you stand out. Looks are a gift, but they aren't everything. Beauty fades, and the more you rely solely on it, the more lost you'll feel as you age. And women tend to handle aging poorly because their power and leverage come from their appearance. When that begins to decline, so does their self-worth. But if you've built something beyond your looks, aging doesn't feel like a loss of power. It feels like growth. In short, if sex is all you've got to offer, that's all men will care about. But if you work on your character, your intelligence, and your values, you'll have much more than just another pretty face. How much time we got? I'm gonna go one more. We got time. One more. Want to keep a man? Cultivate yourself. Pussy is not all I want unless that's all you got. Patrice O'Neal. If you want to attract and keep a high value man, it's simple. Develop yourself beyond just being a pretty face. Men will sleep with a woman who's all looks and no substance, but they marry the one who brings more to the table. So if you're serious about getting a top-tier guy, stop being the one-dimensional sex pony and focus on the self-improvement. If you're not willing to work on yourself, you deserve to stay single. And here's what to work on. Looking good. Stay fit. You're not perfect just the way you are, and thinking otherwise is why you're still single. Men are visual. They value beauty. So putting a little effort into your appearance while expecting to snag a catch is delusional. Even if you're naturally cute, you need to stay in shape. Learn to dress well and take care of yourself. And please don't chop off your hair. Most men don't like it, no matter what they tell you. Be feminine and pleasant. Femininity is magnetic. Men love women who are soft, graceful, and pleasant to be around. Being sarcastic, difficult, or confrontational isn't cute, it's annoying. And feminism might tell you that being sweet makes you weak, but in reality, charm and kindness make you irresistible. A woman who brings comfort rather than stress is worth her weight in gold. Don't be a slut. Feminism has convinced women they can be as sexually reckless as men, but it's not true. Your sexual past does matter to most quality men, and especially if you want to be considered long-term material. That doesn't mean he expects a virgin, but it does mean being known for a wild past isn't attractive. Be interesting. Cultivate your mind beyond just your appearance. Learn something real, an instrument, a language, or a fine art. Sharpen your conversation skills and stop relying on memes or social media for all your personality or originality and creativity are far more appealing. Originality and creativity are far more appealing. Have domestic skills. There's no excuse not to know basic domestic skills. Cooking isn't difficult, and there are a million resources out there to help you. Make your man a great meal once in a while and clean up after yourself. It's simple. It's simple but effective. I was going to say simple, be effective. Simple but effective. Know how to please a man in bed. Self-explanatory. Be good at it. Don't nag over trivial things. Constantly nitpicking will drive him away. Focus on what really matters and let the small stuff slide. Be debt-free. Having financial discipline is attractive. Nobody wants to take on your debt. Don't be a single mom. It's harsh, but having children from previous relationships can be deal breakers for many men. Have a good support system. Good friends and a strong family are assets. They reflect your values and show that you have stability in your life. Support his purpose, a man's values, a woman who stands behind him as he pursues his goals. Be his cheerleader, not his competitor. If you focus on these areas, you'll bring more than just sex to the table. And that's what will make you stand out in a sea of options. And we're going to stop there. We're going to stop there. And we'll pick back up next time with men and women have different power. Men and women have different power. For sure. I heard that one before. Especially when my beard is out. Long beard. Pirate. Arr! I'll knock up. Hey, I'm rolling through the sea of pages right now. So pirate is very, perfect. Very perfect for this. For the occasion. As we search through the sea of pages for the treasures. Because that's what I'm looking for. What treasures will I find in the sea of pages as been laid before us by Mr. Khaled Izaac in the book of Patrice O'Neal, based on the philosophy of Black Phillips? That's what I'm doing. What can I learn and grow from? One book at a time. I'm going to keep rowing. I will continue to roll. They've been hiding all the treasures, man. They've been hiding all the treasures in the books. So I'm going to find them. I'm going to search high and I'm going to search low. And when I find some treasures, I'm going to let you know. Like the One Piece. Oh, I'm searching on the One Piece, baby. Yeah, I'm rolling, man. It's me by myself right now. Right now, it's just like when Luffy first started off. He was by himself in a little boat, rowing. I'm rowing, baby. But I'm going to be king. King of the pirates. King of the pirates, baby. I'm out here. I'm out here reading shit. Sailing the sea of pages. And we're moving along in this one. We are almost to our destination. We are definitely over halfway to our destination. We have a little over 100 pages left. A little over 100 pages left, man. We're moving along nicely. One book at a time, one episode at a time, one session at a time. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing. One page at a time, one paragraph at a time. Until we seek and find the treasures. Until we see what can we learn and grow from in each of them. Each of them. I'm going to power my way through. SHILO Hammer. Blackbeard. I'm going to make you walk the plank. So we worked our body, we worked our mind. It's time to work our body one last time before we dip out, man. Before we dip out on this episode. So come on, 25 things. Do 25, walk the plank 25 times. And climb your ass back in the boat. Walk your ass back off the plank again. And climb your ass back in the boat. And then swab the decks. Made it. Do 25 things, man. I'm going to do my 25 push-ups, man. And we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. I know what you're going to do. I'm going to fix me some meat. Me and my boys. 25 things. Get to 25 in. I'm going to do 25 more push-ups. You do 25 or whatever you're going to do. I'm going to do 50. I'm going to do 50, and that's going to be 100 for me today. Do what you're doing. I'm going to do the shortest today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh shit. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 of them short things. 50 of them little short things. But the brother that recommended them said it's gonna work the area I'm trying to work. So I'm gonna keep pushing the little shortest and see what that's something easy I can implement into my 25 things. 25 shorts is easy. It's easy. But hey man, SHILO Harmon is here one book at a time, man, helping to bring the destruction one book at a time. We'll conquer one sea of pages at a time. I'm out you. I'm out you. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, man. Stay warm. Be easy. Catch me on the next episode of Reading with SHILO. We're going to come back once again. Part 11 will be Men and Women Have Different Powers. Men and women have different powers. I'm out, man. Till next time. I'm out, you. Shalom. SHILO out.